Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Homebrew Wednesday. We have not done one of these in a long time. This is the first Homebrew Wednesday of 2019. It's the first Homebrew Wednesday in months. This beer comes courtesy of Zach and Tom. They are homebrewing down in Ocean Beach in OB in San Diego. So there's not, they don't have a name of like a lot of people have like a name of their home brewery. They don't have a name that I know of that they told me. This beer does not have a name, but as you can tell from the bottle, this is a New England style IPA, 6.8% alcohol by volume. It is double dry hopped and it is all Citra and Mosaic. So they said they just got a new fermenter and this beer was produced and they fermented it in their new fermenter and they're super stoked on their beer. So he reached out, asked if I wanted to try his beer. I said yes. I asked him if he would give me permission to do a Homebrew Wednesday video. He said yes. So let's get to it. I like Homebrew Wednesday videos. They're really fun. And I haven't been drinking hazy IPA. I've been drinking a lot of lagers and stouts lately, so this should be really fun. And this looks, you can see from away from the video or from the light, it is super light. It's like that lemonade color. It's really hazy though. Almost, it's like it doesn't have that disgusting like color to where it looks like gravy, but it's got like that super thick like it looks like if you were to pour milk into orange juice. There was like a half a finger of bright white head. It's dissipating quickly. I've noticed with homebrews, a lot of times the head doesn't really stick around. I don't know why that is. Maybe people who are experienced in homebrewing can talk about that. I mean, it's plenty carbonated, the head's there, but it doesn't seem to, like, I feel like beers that are mass produced like have like that really thick fluffy head that just kind of hangs out. A lot of times with homebrew, I've noticed it doesn't happen. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't make the beer bad. It's just something I've paid attention to when I've been drinking people's homebrew. It looks absolutely awesome. And that Lost Abbey, I figured we'd use San Diego glassware. We're using our Lost Abbey glassware. So 6.8%, I loves me some sub 7% beers. Let's shove our nose in this one. That smells actually extremely delicious. There's tons and tons of sweet oranges. And it's got a cool, it doesn't have, like, I've been talking about, I've complained, it's complained, it's just something I haven't enjoyed recently in really hazy beers. Like that chalky thing. This doesn't have that chalky thing that I hate. This has a cool, like, bubblegummy yeasty thing. But there is just so much sweet orange, like think tangerine, like those little California cuties. That's freaking awesome. There's a little bit of like that herbal, like dank thing that you get from Mosaic, but this for me is just orange juice bomb. It's crazy. With a cool, like I said, there's like an herbally, think just fresh like cut herbs, and a little bit of like that dankness that you get from Mosaic, but this is orange juice for days, so I am excited to check this out. Zach, Tom, cheers. Thanks, guys. That's a solid beer. I will say, the aroma is super intense. It doesn't follow over as much on the flavor. You're getting, this beer is orange juice. That's what I get from this beer. This is a very heavily Citra forward beer for me. All of that sweet tangerine note that you're getting from smelling it, it's definitely there in spades on the flavor. It just, this smells really intense. And when it hits the front of your tongue, you get a big smack of like that sweet tangerine juice. But then it kind of just flies off the front of your tongue, and then mid palate, you get kind of taken over by like the pithy part of orange, like that rind, even like some orange zest. That little bit of dankness that you smelled, it's there on the middle of your tongue to the finish. But this, it's crazy. Like the finish of this, it's gone. It doesn't have a lingering like bitterness. It doesn't bite into your tongue like a lot of heavily dry hopped. I mean, they're in San Diego, so I don't know if they tried brewing this in the West Coast style, but like when you think of like a monkish beer that's double dry hopped, it really digs into your palate and gets aggressive. This is that soft, really kind of juice bomb kind of a thing. It's just, this is, for me, this is all Citra. Mosaic, a lot of times, it lends like this cool blueberry thing. There's a little bit of sweetness on the finish of this, but that just might be whatever malts they use that are kind of trying to play with all those juicy hops. But this is just orange juice bomb for days. It's really, really good. Sub 7%, it drinks that way. It's not heavy at all. It's really light. The carbonation's prickly. It just kind of goes across your palate. It's nice. It's enjoyable. This is not palate fatiguing. Like I said, you get a little bit of bitterness mid-palate, but it just flies off. It's gone. It's crazy. And it just leaves you with that just, it's like the essence of orange on the finish. When I say like there's nothing left on the finish, I mean like, it's almost like if you've ever had like sparkling water that's orange flavored, like when you drink that water and like you swallow it, there's a little bit of like orange essence. That's how this beer is. It's pretty crazy. I don't recall a beer that's done that recently anyways. I will say the mouthfeel is on the thinner side. I don't know if you guys were going for like that really creamy mouthfeel that a lot of these guys do with these New England style beers, but this is solid. I would say you are well on your way to brewing amazing beer. This beer is very enjoyable. It's just, if what you're smelling, if you could get that all the way through, like it starts there on the front of your tongue, which I really, really like. If you could get that flavor to just go all the way across your palate and finish that way, this would be fucking awesome. But they had mentioned the more beer they brew, that I might be able to be lucky enough to try it. I would love to try more batches of your guys' beer as you guys keep going along. But this is an awesome start. You guys, this is really, really good. I'd be really, really proud of this beer. If I brewed this, I'd be stoked to share it with my friends. It's awesome, awesome stuff. So yeah, another Homebrew Wednesday in the books. This is on the colder side. I mean, I don't really want to let it warm up much more, but I wonder if the flavors will come out like more intense as it warms up. I don't know. I took this out of the fridge about 5 minutes ago and let it hang out. I wanted to drink it cold though, just to see. It's refreshing. I love it. I don't think I want this beer to warm up. So yeah, another Homebrew Wednesday in the books. Zach and Tom, I appreciate you guys sending this one. It was really, really enjoyable. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.